Man, Pokemon gets more and more depressing every single day for the legitimate player. Update, we figured out how to do RNG in Pokemon Sun and Moon, then we found out won't work with shininess. Well, that doesn't matter, you're still illegally making perfect Pokemon. Update, turns out Egg RNG is used for shininess after all. Okay, so illegal perfect shiny Pokemon. That's just great. So I don't know if it's because Pokemon Sun and Moon are like the most exploitable Pokemon games ever, or if there's more dedicated people trying to make hacking more accessible, or if the community is just hacking more in general. I feel like there's a larger percentage of Pokemon players that are hacking right now than ever, and that's just a huge problem right here. So it's our man, Master Hacker, Pokemon PhD, kind of breaking these things down for us. And I think before I go any further, because we're going to talk about this little post right here, Z move 3 times in one battle, because hacking is just out of control. So RNG, fun little fact about RNG, still illegal. That Pokemon is not usable in battle because it is not obtained through natural gameplay. That you need some kind of program, or you probably still use Pika Hex to like get the Pokemon numbers and stuff. It doesn't matter if you hatch the Pokemon in game and then train it like that. Remember, breeding illegal parents will still create an illegal Pokemon. Using RNG still creates illegal Pokemon because that's against terms of service. That you're using other software that you're not allowed to have access to, that it's RNG. You're not supposed to know the RNG seed that it causes all the game actions to occur, which is why the Pokemon company has actually ruled in the past that the RNG method is against the rules as well, even though a lot of VGC players back in the 5th generation did use cheated Pokemon even at Worlds, so the hacking problem has always been around. And before we go any further, I know people are already going to say, well, it doesn't matter if they have legal stats because it's about what happens in the battle. I have a counter argument for you guys. What about in the TCG? How come we can't use proxy cards in the trading card game? Because it should be about the deck building skill. It should be about how well the player can think and how well the player knows how to play the TCG game, and not if they can afford the cards, or not because of card accessibility. That's still forbidden. Just like how even if the Pokemon has quote-unquote legal stats, because it's not legal if it's modified in any way or created through these methods. That Pokemon is ruled breeding hatch parents, RNG method, and then any Pokemon modification, even for possible stats, is against the rules. So it's very similar to TCG. Please tell me how that's allowed, because it should be about the TCG skill and not the money skill, right? Well, still against the rules regardless. So that's why I want to go and check this out. So, oh lord, there's a number of ways they can pull this off with Ram Hack to allow Z moves no matter what. So that's super unfortunate. Also, I gotta go give some credit to my man Philly right here. He ended up like breaking the news, but I don't know how to feel about this. Like, if you don't want the hacking rant, you can go watch his video, because he still supports hacking outside of like competitive and like rated battle spot and stuff, like between friends and stuff. I'm against all hacking, so I'm gonna go super hard on the hacking for the rest of this video. So you can watch his video because he broke the news. It's kind of his story as well. So he has the news right there, and you can watch that. But I'm going to go into this. Also, I do want to talk about some other things, because there's all kinds of illegal stuff happening on the battle spot. I kind of mentioned this already, and I don't want to like try to dwell on this too much. But Whimsicott cannot learn Memento at this time. This is pre-Pokemon Bank, and the only Pokemon that can breed Whimsicott into Memento are not available because they're in the Pokemon Bank. They're in 6th generation only. So this is an illegal Pokemon that has been able to make it into the rated battle spot and is actually being used to gain advantage over opponents. So there's all kinds of really bad stuff that's happening in Pokemon Sun and Moon. There's so many complex game mechanics right now and so many hacking exploits that it's just open. That the game is just wide open right now. So let's go and kick this in right now. So let's go watch 3 Z moves happen in battle. This is actually very reminiscent. I don't remember if it was XY or Omega Green Alpha Sapphire or both. Also, like, once Cyber Saves came in, I think is what it's called, like, everything just went to crap. So in the 6th generation, you could actually make it to where you could lead with an already Mega Evolved Pokemon and then give it an item. So, like, you just throw out Mega Kangaskhan first turn, and then it would have, like, Life Orb or something, and that's just absurd amounts of damage. So people were able to do that with Mega Pokemon. And then there was also the bad egg glitch that battling someone online would actually corrupt your save file. So there's really bad stuff out there, and then this is objectively giving an advantage because you're only supposed to get 1 Z move. Somehow you're only supposed to get like 1 Mega Evolution. So I don't understand how the RNG of all this stuff works, but it's super upsetting that the game is that exploitable, that illegal Pokemon are just readily getting thrown around on the battle spot, and that there's no flag to detect when someone is using multiple moves or multiple megas or something like that. Now, I know you can't use megas in like the VGC format, but anywhere, even free battle spot, hacked Pokemon should not be tolerated. So like it's just so broken. So this is gonna be our first Z move, Hydro Vortex. Water, oh man, Araquanid with that, like, water bubble is just going to get way too much damage. There's no way Tapu Lele survives because that's going to be double damage on high base power, on stab, and yeah, that's GG right there. So, one Pokemon already down, and it also changes the way the battle would go. Like, if you know that you could use multiple Z moves in a battle, well, not many people are just going to lead with that Araquanid Z move and then remove the Tapu Lele from the battle immediately, because you might have to think about what could happen later on in the battle for that Z move. So, the rest of this battle is looking to be standard VGC. Like, this is the rated, this is where people go to play rated, like, VGC and earn championship points and get ready for, like, actual competition and stuff. This is the serious format right now. So people are going to be bringing their A game, and then they just get, like, cheesed out of it. So Politoed also has that Rain Dance, getting rid of the hail for the Ninetales that got rid of the rain and stuff, so that's some fun. And, yeah, the rain is going to add even more damage. Are we going to see another Z? Oh, my God. That's when my heart would break. That's when I would chuck the 3DS. Oh, that is... Oh, this is why I hate hacking. This is why I hate hacking on all levels. Because it's so dishonest. Even with legal stats, it's dishonest. It's an advantage, it's a time advantage, it's an effort advantage, it's a knowledge advantage over all the other players that are trying to play it legitimately. And because of that, it's just so dishonest that if you have a full team of shiny Pokemon, and then someone actually spent weeks and months getting a full team of shiny Pokemon, well, theirs is going to feel devalued to the hacker. So all of their effort is being undermined. Even just making legitimate Pokemon, the fact that it takes hours and days longer is so bad. And then the giveaways and the distributions, and then just using illegal competitive Pokemon in general, because the people don't know. Beast Ball Porygon, it's just showing a failure of understanding how Pokemon works. It's no respect to the game, it's no respect to the opponents, no respect to the spirit of Pokemon, it's no respect for anything when you use anything that's illegal, even if it is possible, or even if it's quote-unquote cosmetic. But remember, outright threw down that TCG example, there's no defending hacking in VGC, even if it is for illegal stats. Oh, Pheromosa, there's no way you win that. Like, that's gonna outspeed you and then Z-move and then wreck your face. That's so messed up. That's so ridiculous. Where was I going? I was just hacking about... hacking. I was ranting about a million different things right there. But that's so bad. And then the giveaways, you know, giving away to where someone thinks they have a legitimate Pokemon, then they don't. All these GTS things, all these Wonder Trades. It's just flooding the community. And it's also making... Wow, that actually didn't KO the Metagross. Dang. Hey, C-move retaliation. Let's go. Let's get my 1 out of the 3. Out of the 4 Z moves in this single battle, or in this double battle, you know. Wait, Salmon's going to get some madness right there. There's a devastating Drake. Ooh. Whoa, is the guy still going to win? That'd be pretty cool if he actually came back and ended up winning it out of all that. And also, I haven't seen this before. That is very nice looking. I don't think you need to devastating Drake the Pheromosa. It has, like, no defenses. Okay. And Metagross goes for the Zen Headbutt. Okay, looks like that. Looks like we still might be able to win this one, even after just the free KO. So the Pheromosa not KOing the Metagross was really what saved it from all those Z moves. Then we have the Beware. So I guess Beware eats a Zen Headbutt, Salamence picks it off with something, and then that's going to be game regardless. So there's Dragon Claw. The Fluffy ability, though, that's tanky. Zen Headbutt. The Fluffy ability, though, that's tanky. Oh. Wow, okay. Metagross's damage on that Life Orb. So there we go, guys. At least it wasn't a loss, but that's still, like, so scummy. So bad. That this is, like, happening right now. And that's happened in the past, and that continues to happen. And that it continues to grow. There's no justifying hacking, guys. There's no way that this should be as tolerated and allowed as it is, with people openly on Twitter just like, yep, here's how it works, you know, go to nationals and cheat, go to nationals or internationals and give me the battle box data so we know how to, like, understand the hat check more and get around it. So what else is there to say? I think I've already said it right now. I don't like doing these videos like, oh, it's for the drama and stuff. No, it's actually, as I explained earlier, it's for the spirit of Pokemon. It's actually for anyone that cheats. If you cheat, if you hack the game, you don't care about Pokemon. Like, that's just fact, because you're going against everything the game developers intend. You're going against everything that Pokemon stands for. You're going against even the basic part of Pokemon, which is training. You're a Pokemon trainer. You're a Pokemon trainer. You're all aspects of Pokemon, even up to the competitive levels. That even if you watch the anime or look at all the other forms of the games and stuff, it's about building up with your team and not just immediately popping them into existence and then trying to become the best player off of that. There's nothing about Pokemon that supports that. So I don't like having to make these videos, but it just kind of shows that in the beginning of X and Y, it wasn't as bad. But now, more and more spoiled brats, more and more spoiled players have been taking this to further and further levels and justifying it more and more. Like I showed that post that was on Pokemon Forever about, oh, it's illegal Pokemon. No, it's not legal. There's nothing, there's a line between legal and illegal. If it has possible stats attacked, that goes straight to the illegal bin, and nothing else changes that. So the community's getting more delusional, it's hacking more than ever, and it's just super bad right now, so I don't even know what to say, guys. Hope you all, and then I end like this, there's no enjoying this video. Try to have a nice day, thank you very much for watching.